Hey everybody, it's time for more Alienated. We are now up to chapter 39, part 2. As you can tell, we're nearly finished the book, so thank you so much for reading along with me and for sticking with the story. I hope you're really enjoying it. Before we begin, a quick shout out. This is to all the students at Emmanuel, Church of England School. I know some of you are actually in school because your parents are key workers, but many of you are doing remote learning and doing your schoolwork from home, so I hope you're enjoying the story and sticking with it, and I hope it gives you something fun to do in the middle of your school day. So let's crack on. This is part 2 of chapter 39, and let's see what fun and misadventure Sherman is up to here. Okay. "No choice, Romeo," Octo yelled. "You gotta try and lose them in the city. We'll get shot to shrapnel up here, and we ain't reaching orbit anytime soon." I zipped Carol back towards the maze of malls, and in a few precious moments, thousands of Neds just watched us fly by with dopey, confused expressions on their faces. Then, the whole crowd pulled themselves together and turned after us like a swarm of designer wasps. "They're back on our tail, space cadets," Octo growled. "Who knew they could fly here?" "Octo," I yelled, "I have to call my dad." "Not on my phone you won't," he snapped. "Why not?" 2 words, roaming and charges. Hank and Erta make me pay my own bill. "If we live through this," I said, "and, we save the world and everything, I'm pretty sure NATO will cover your expenses." With the Ned swarm still desperately trying to zap us from between mega marble malls, billboards, and water towers, Octo reluctantly passed over his phone, and I called my dad. "Please hang up and try your call again," said the calm, pre-recorded voice of doom. "You gotta put in the planet code first, Sherman," Octo explained. "What is it?" shouted Houston and Jessica in stereo. 42! I punched it in and dialed again. "Please hang up and try your call again," the voice parroted. Octo sighed. "You don't do a lot of interplanetary dialing, do you? It's 0042, then wait for the dial tone, then punch in the number," he explained in a sing-song voice, as if I should know it already. I punched in the numbers carefully, hoping that the third time was the charm. Ring, ring, ring. Stationary Officer Capote here. "Dad, it's me. I really need your help." "Sherman, where are you? Where's your sister?" Dad asked. I put him on the speakerphone so that I could keep 2 hands on the wheel as I swerved and bobbed to avoid death by alien-induced lightning. Safety first. "Dad, she's with me, and we're on another planet, the Ned world. Listen, I don't have time to explain, but the attack I was trying to warn you about is happening now." "I should have believed you, son. That ship is drilling a huge hole in the Earth right by the base and lowering a massive tube towards it. We tried to attack the spacecraft, but it's impenetrable by our weapons." "Of course you should have believed me," I said. "But that tube is actually a straw, a giant straw to suck out the magma from the Earth's core." "Oh, Sherman, what?" "Dad, I have a plan, but I need you with me. I need you to help me save the world." "I'm with you, Sherman, all the way. Get back to my jail cell and grab the wormhole conduit." "The what?" "The purple bracelet that Octo gave me. The weird guy-to-guy present, and..." "Whoa," said Octo, "you humans don't have friendship bracelets?" "Take it to the hole in the Earth," I continued, "and stretch it around the opening before that tube goes in it. It will create a vortex, a wormhole, that'll instantly send the tube here." "Top gun, son. I'm on it." "I'll keep the line open to..." "Mr. Capote," interrupted Octo, "that'll be really expensive." "I'll pay you back," my dad said. I weaved and darted through the labyrinth of shopping plazas. The Ned swarm followed us, though I was doing my best to shake them. Unsuccessfully. I broke free of the city limits and soared over white sand desert, gunning for speed. Then we came to a rocky terrain of cliffs and canyons, like the Grand Canyon back home. I was thankful I'd practiced steering the racer through such tight crevices. The Neds tried to keep pace, but I was at last able to put some distance between us as I zigged and zagged and zoomed through the maze of canyons and gorges. It took nearly 20 minutes of intense flying, and more than a few complaints from the cabin, but I finally managed to lose the swarm in the rugged outback. "Up ahead, Sherman," said Houston. "There's a large open area, big enough to stretch the wormhole conduit." "Dad, are you ready on the other side?" "Standing by, Sherman. We're opening the bracelet around the hole now." I knew we needed to quickly stretch our bracelet to be big enough to capture the full diameter of the straw. "Octo," I called, If we hold on to one side of the bracelet from the racer, can you jump out and hold it steady on the other? I'm your man." He teased open the rubber bracelet wide enough to give Jess, Houston, and Juliet a good hold of it. "Don't let go, you kids," he said. Then Octo opened the back hatch, ready to hop out with the bracelet, just as I cleared the warren of canyons and jagged mini-mountains and emerged into the open space that Houston had identified. But there was a reason it was a wide open space. Is that a lake, buckaroo? All right, that's chapter 39. We'll be back tomorrow for chapter 40. Until then, stay in, stay safe, keep reading, and I'll see you tomorrow.